The prompt I posted was, I put, Lisa may or may not be co-hosting today's episode again with Hard Eyes. And then I said, ask us, Lisa, Lala, Easton, Jess, anything. So they did.
Perfect.
Thank you guys for writing in. We will start with Lisa. Tell us about Lala and Easton's funniest moment as kids. So do they each have a funny moment that sticks out in your head where you're like, that was hilarious?
Funny moment.
The golf club maybe in her head? Was that
I don't
funny?
know that was funny, but it was Easter Sunday, and Easton was practicing his golf swing.
Okay.
And I had decided to take a little nappy. And
That's in your wheelhouse.
Decided to go into the playroom where Lauren
To
was
play.
playing.
No.
No. You asked if you could putt in the house, Easton. Putt. And Mom said yes. So when I approached,
Go through it, ask for forgiveness
I
later.
did not think that we were going to be full on Tiger Woodsing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I remember. That's like a
to
thought
the
I
point
remember.
to the point where it sliced her literally it could have taken your eye out, but it sliced her
I
eyebrow.
don't- Well, now I'm
Had to
really
rush her to
thinking about it.
Instacare.
Don't feel great.
I wanted a plastic surgeon. The doctor on
Because
call
I'm so gorgeous.
was like, by the time we get a plastic surgeon, it's
It'll
going to
already
have
scarred.
keloids scarred, whatever.
Keloid.
What did I say?
Keloid.
What
Isn't that like a brick of cocaine, a kilo?
A kilo.
What is it?
That's a unit of measurement.
Keloid.
A kilo is just
Keloid.
measurement.
Anyway.
But you can do it with that, I guess.
All right, sorry.
Oh, no.
Anyway, so he did
See, it
this.
is funny.
He did the stitching of her eyebrow, and it looks phenomenal.
All right.
It looks phenomenal because
I don't
my
know
mom,
how funny that was.
my mom,
The
Did I do anything funny?
we're all laughing. It looks great because my mom put a giant Band-Aid on my eye every single day
to keep the sun from getting on it.
I mean, giant.
And you had to, like, what, did you go to school with it?
It's like she had
yeah.
an eye
I
patch
certainly
on.
did.
Every day, every day. I was like, hell no.
She even put it on when the moon was out. Wouldn't want a moon burn.
What is the reason, Lisa, for not watching / reading, etc. Lala's stuff?
She doesn't want to be embarrassed. I'm just kidding.
I don't want to know my real daughter out there.
You know, I just have never felt the need or want.
To support the neater one. You're a
She
fucking dick.
is exhausted. Oh my
For
God.
Lisa, she
I've
lives
never
through the
felt
book.
the need or want. I can picture the trolls now. Same.
But Lisa
Even her
lived
mom's
the
not
book,
interested.
and we have to live after you're done filming. We get to live through that film before it comes out in 6 months. So why watch
And
it when
I like
we lived
being
it
in
then?
my bubble. I love my bubble, and my bubble is a beautiful bubble, and I don't want to.
And it doesn't
change
include
it.
content of Lala Cast.
Yeah.
So like a
That's for
bubble
sure.
braid of just
Yeah,
a bubble
bubble
boy.
braids. Bubble. I love bubble. Braids.
You're the little bubble boy.
Yeah,
on
I love my
Seinfeld.
bubble.
You know what?
The-
Can I tell you? I'm so thrilled that my mom does not watch the show, doesn't read my book, doesn't participate in because I just get to be like, not saying that I'm not myself in those situations, right? Like when I'm filming the TV show, but it's
You
not
don't come home and relive
I don't have
it.
to relive. I get to
Yeah, we don't talk about it.
I get to enter like the safest of safe spaces where it feels very much like I'm Lauren in Utah and just like some normalcy.
Yeah.
I don't want to live this version of myself at home as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes so much sense.
Because
I
you
get
do
it.
have to be turned on and plugged in. When you're doing a podcast, when you're filming a TV show, you don't get to be the person that's in a bathrobe on a couch because that bitch ain't interesting, right?
Yeah.
Well,
I get
nobody wants
that.
to take work home with them.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean,
Right. Like I want to come home and talk about Monday Night Football.
yes.
Thursday
Easton wants
night.
to talk about the score. I want to talk about the hot motherfucker that just got drafted.
I know. I was so proud of her last night. The Emmys were on, and she was like, "Who's playing Sunday night?" And I said the Texans and Bears, and she goes, "I wish I was watching that." And I go, "I could change it." And she goes, "No," because she had people over that were interested in the Emmys.
Yeah,
But
they
I
do
was
not like
proud that she
football.
wanted to watch football. I was like, "Hell yeah!"
And I was glad that they wanted to watch the Emmys. So.
There we go.
But a divided household.
The Emmys are Sunday Night Football.
I was like, yes.
So a lot of questions asking, where did you come up with the name Sosa? Why did you choose it?
Okay, I have always loved the name Sosa. I loved it ever since I saw the movie Hardball with Keanu Reeves, and he takes all the kids to go to the baseball game, and they see Sammy Sosa, and I just was like, oh my God, I'm obsessed with that name. So how girls are kind of crazy at times and they start planning their weddings at a young age, I started putting together baby names at a very young age. And that has been on my list that has traveled with me from the time I was playing with Barbies to now. And the name has never left. And honestly, I think Ocean would have been Sosa had I not come in contact with that boat and just discovered that I'm obsessed with black fish and the ocean. She probably would have been Sosa. And so when people ask me, where did it come from? What does it mean? It's like, okay, well, what does the name Daniel mean? Mm-hmm. It's just a name that you liked,
well,
right?
when I named you Lauren, I didn't look at
Like it's not a biblical
Lauren,
name.
like what it
Yeah,
meant.
like
right. You
you're
just
not-
liked it.
I mean, I named Easton because I met a grandpa.
Yeah.
His name was Easton Stevens.
Come closer to your mic.
His name was Easton Stevens.
Yes.
Shout out Easton
And
Stevens.
I adored this man. I adored him. And I told him, I said, I'm going to name my baby after you. And he was like, he goes, I feel like I should bring you chocolates or flowers. And he goes, well, you risk that he's going to be called Weston or Easton or Northton or Southton.
Yep, and he was right.
Yeah. So, but that's why I named Easton.
Yeah,
Because
like,
I do
what-
have
It's
to.
so
I have
cute.
to
I love
say
that
this
name.
Yeah.
about Sosa because we had no idea. I was the one who read it off of a comment to them about Sosa being salt water
in Portuguese?
in
Yeah,
Portuguese.
the surname.
The surname was that, and people were like, she was keeping the names all together. We had no fucking.
But
clue.
by the way, now that I know that, let's rock with that
Yeah, I love
because
that.
that is
It's even better.
absolutely
beautiful.
amazing.
I think it's beautiful.
Yeah.
same, but it's
Yeah.
crazy how it all just kind of went together.
Also, kudos to you for not, because if that were me, I'd be like, oh yeah, that's why. And I'd be like, that is exactly why. Kudos
Yeah.
to you
No, we
for
take
And
not.
then
ideas.
there's a song that people were like, "Oh my gosh!"
And they were right.
Although I do love the
Love that
I'm
song.
obsessed with the song "Love Sosa" by Chief Keef. That is not no.
However,
do
that
play
will
it.
be her anthem.
Yes.
For sure. Whether you like it or not.
No,
Law.
I've been saying these babies love Sosa.
When she goes from kindergarten to first grade, we're going to play that
Oh,
in for her
100%.
walk-in song.
Yeah.
You set her up. I would be so
And
excited.
instead of Raris and Rovers, I say Bubbas and Strollers.
I love that.
That's so cute. You set her up. That's good. No,
Yeah,
that's cute.
I just loved the name, and I'm so happy that I got to use it.
Yeah. Aw, and you have a
Agreed.
song. All I have is Mambo number 5. Okay, this is the worst. Okay.
I love that song.
I
That's going
listened
to
it on-
4th, 5th
I
grade.
listened to it in the candy apple red Toyota Tundra.
No,
Tacoma.
The white tundra was later.
Oh, I love that.
Thank you so much for watching another episode of the Give Them Lala podcast. Remember, like, comment, and subscribe. Did I get all 3? I'm getting really good at that.